Welcome to day 1851 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey. I originally started doing this little journaling vlog in, I think, 2018. It's been, 1,851 days, so divide that by 365. Tells you how long I've been doing it. Long time. I think I missed a day, Christmas 2019, when I had COVID. Actually had COVID before they knew it was COVID. And was super duper sick and still hate to admit it, but there are little lingering things, lingering irritations from that. And so I say be careful, take care of yourself, make sure you're paying attention to what's necessary. I need heart surgery this year, so I'm very, very careful. So today we talked about a couple of things. Number one, in Supersize Your Business, the idiom we talked about was cutting the cord. And the cord meaning, and trace back to, of course, birth, right? Life and birth. So it's been around for centuries, even though they're not sure who first started saying cut the cord. But probably the first person that ever delivered a baby, or the woman that first had a baby, that was one of their thoughts. So I got to cut the cord so that the baby can be separated from me. Talked about how does this apply to building and growing and supersizing our business. Well, if you ever strike out on your own, stretch your comfort zone, associate with different people or situations or things, or learn something new, you're cutting the cord with the past, the old, and moving on to something new. And that's imperative as we grow and build our businesses. So we talked about some different ways of doing that. Our topic for this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge, is a mood journal, and it as a tool to help us understand our moods and our emotions, our triggers, and how we can improve and our emotional intelligence, because emotional intelligence is a component of our emotional well-being, in order to have a happier, better life, get more of what we want, which is what the challenge is all about. Doing one thing every day to get what you want, and for me to get what I want. So we talked about that, and I shared last year I did a mood journal as part of the BU 365-day challenge. And I only did it for like the month of February. I didn't keep it up for the whole year, but I didn't commit to. But now this year, I think I'm going to combine it with my gratitude journal and ask myself those mood questions. And I'm going to probably carry around a 3x5 card for a while, for a week or so, to see if that helps me to more clearly identify the moods I'm feeling the most often, the things that are triggering me to feel those moods, and see if I can't improve my emotional intelligence. Because I always want to be continually improving in different areas and aspects of my life. And if I control my emotions and my feelings and the things that are impacting me, especially with the outside stimulus, if I know what those things are that trigger me to feel, happy, sad, frustrated, excited, curious, bored, entertained, etc. If I know what those things are, I can seek out more of the triggers to get me the feelings I want versus those that create feelings and emotions in me that I don't want to experience very often. Am I going to always experience the spectrum of emotions? Of course, we all are. But we actually have the ability to pick and choose how we want to feel more often by who we associate with, what we do, what we listen to, what we read, what we think about, what we choose to participate in and not choose to participate in. We have a lot more personal power than we give ourselves credit for. It's a lot easier to just blame outside influences and blame the world and blame the economy and blame everything else than to take personal responsibility and say, hey, I can let this negatively impact me, or I can ask myself, does this really have a huge impact on me? Are grocery prices going up having a huge impact on me? No, they're impacting me just like everybody else, but I'm not going to let it ruin my day or my mood or anything else, right? So think about things that way and see if it doesn't help you to create what it is that you want in your life. That's it. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I'm going to go about doing the things that are important to me, and I invite you to do the same. Have an awesome day, and I'll be with you tomorrow.